A life of luxury. No having to work for someone else, no spending your days behind a cashier, in some cases, no school. Just spending your time doing what you love for an audience of people who love you. Well, at least that's the overall stereotypical view of it. Nevertheless, are you an aspiring YouTube content creator? Has the recent changes to YouTube struck you down? Is your fridge running? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then this video is very well for you. So thanks to a controversy that occurred recently, YouTube went ahead and bulked up their guidelines and terms and conditions that must be met to even get paid for the content you make. So to apply for monetization, you have to at least have 10,000 lifetime views, at least 1,000 subscribers, and at least 4,000 hours in watch time. Seems pretty intense, right? This right here discouraged many content creators, and I mean many. But what a lot of these angered people failed to realize is, something like this was very well needed. And if anything, something at least a little more intense was expected. Out there, scattered across YouTube, is the many clone accounts which re-upload videos from other YouTubers. There's dead channels that haven't been active in many years, accumulating money, and just so many other sources of output, stretching all available ad revenue to sources which most likely shouldn't even be getting it. By creating a threshold of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, this very much gets rid of a lot of those sources, while at the same time keeping a very achievable standard for any YouTuber to reach. And with ad revenue no longer being wasted on those sources, understand that when YouTubers start getting paid, you're getting paid way more than you would have been getting paid in the first place. Something YouTube should have did long ago. But it's understood a lot of you may be having trouble reaching those standards, or maybe you already have reached those standards but you just want some advice to better your content. I might not be a PewDiePie or some kind of business genius, but over the years I've come to learn a lot about gaining and retaining traffic on YouTube, and standards that just overall help your channel look more professional and more attractive. So today, with the help of my good friend Cameron from LegendaryP0tat0, he's a little more experienced than me, so it'll be helpful. We'll be covering the top ways to grow your channel and maybe even make your dream job as a YouTuber a reality.
So you're probably thinking about uploading your very first video and going straight to that YouTube upload page, aren't you? Well, slow down, Speed Demon, because you look like a tool uploading that right now, so how about you stop that and listen to me. YouTube is more than just recording and uploading mindlessly, it's an art. You're like the Bob Ross of your happy little world, and you're about to attempt painting your first happy little tree, except you have no idea what you're doing and you spill paint all over the floor, like a sad loser. So how about we become the Bob Ross of uploading videos? Well, you don't. But you can become less of a loser, so yeah, let's talk YouTube stuff. So let's say YouTube is a box of cookies. Yeah, I know that sounds ridiculous, but bear with me for a second, alright? So let's say you're trying to sell someone a box of cookies. Why would someone want to buy or view the contents of the cookies? Well, it's pretty obvious that the first thing they would see is the outside of the box. The main thing that grabs their attention, and that cover looks terrible. If that cover looks terrible, it's really not gonna get much traction there. Maybe like a picture of bad raisins or something. Look, it doesn't matter. You want to get their attention. That's the key selling point. If you want more viewers coming to your videos, you need to get their attention. The outside has to look good. One of the most important parts of making videos doesn't even involve the actual video itself. Thumbnails are the key part of making successful YouTube videos. Many new-coming YouTubers often don't make thumbnails or are really bad ones. That just cripples your chances of success. How can you make good thumbnails? Ah yes, I'm glad you asked, curious viewers, you. Plus 5 brownie points for you. Okay, so where do you even start with that? Can't you just take a screenshot and put some text and say, yeah, yips, I'm a pro now? Well, no, not exactly. Good thumbnails require much more effort than that. I'd recommend you make Photoshop your best friend, because there are so many little things that go into each thumbnail. To start, let's make things pop out. Things that make the viewer see the key images or ideas of the video. One of the best ways is to add outlines and shadows. This helps make your thumbnail feel more clear as to what's happening. Here's an example. Let's add some cool stuff. See this? Now let's see what it looks like after we add outlines and shadows.
Wow, look at that shine!
Not bad, right? As well as that, make sure your text is clear. Don't add too many words, and also make sure it is large enough to read clearly. Most YouTubers go by the 3-word rule to keep their thumbnails simple without too many words to read. Don't worry about getting a full title in there, save the title for the title. Make that a habit when making thumbnails and you'll get faster at it. Next is my personal favorite adjustment, is the saturation and brightness. These image adjustments can really make your thumbnails stand out as well as catch a viewer's attention even more. Here's some before and after stuff. Pretty neat, right? Scientifically, the color yellow is the most eye-catching color, so use that or something. I like to use golden colored text in my thumbnails, and it usually looks much better than most other colors. But don't overdo it. Make your colors balanced so it's not just unsettling to your viewer. Another thing, tease your viewer. Make them want more, enough to have them click on the video, something that makes them curious or intrigued. Don't immediately show everything about your video in the thumbnail, otherwise why do they need to watch, right? Find a way to reveal a little about the video, but also keep it a mystery to them so they're interested enough to watch.
But be honest, yeah, you might get this viewer's attention for this one video, but if you don't satisfy their curiosity, or they come to find out they were straight up clickbaited, then they won't be likely to ever come back. Making a thumbnail can be as complicated as getting eye-catching colors, correct outlines, correctly sized elements, and all that stuff. But in some cases, simply just knowing your audience will make your life so much easier. For example, some YouTubers, they just gotta get a screenshot from the video, zoom in, and maybe add some special effects, and make it pop out a little more, and bam! It's just as good. I'd say start off by sticking to the tips we give you until you reach a point where you understand your audience more and know what gets their attention. And just to steer clear of the pirates like steal thumbnails from others for their own videos, try adding some kind of watermark to your thumbnails, maybe an avatar or some kind of special styling that just screams your name. People will be less likely to steal it and people will just automatically know this is your video when scrolling around. Also, remember what Cam said about saving your title for the actual title? Well, believe it or not, titles also play a major role in gaining your viewers' attention. The cookie box might look good, but if it has a weird or unattractive name, the whole thing's looks is pretty much nullified. If the video has something very exciting, maybe use all caps. Is it dramatic? Adding some dots to the end will help. And with our current gen having emoji support on pretty much every device, add some fitting emojis to catch a viewer's eyes. It definitely helps. Also, no spelling mistakes, have organized words or ideas, and make sure you take advantage of the 100 characters you're given to work with.
Good job, you managed to get someone's attention. Okay, relax, don't get too excited yet, because they're now eagerly waiting for your video. And if your video is garbage, they're gonna piece it faster than your grandma at a loud Skrillex concert. How does one make a good video, you ask, or a good cookie? I'm glad you asked, curious viewer. I'm out of brownie points, so, I don't know, go ask your mom for some or something. Anyways, the key point out of your video is the hook, so don't disappoint them. In fact, make every second count. We're working with the human attention span, and well, if you've ever sat in a calculus class, you know it doesn't last very long. Your video's first 6 seconds alone are the most important part of the video, so make it count. If you waste those first 6 seconds, well, most of your audience is gone. Then all that precious time you put into your video and thumbnail was a waste of time. Many YouTubers like to use this time to make a highlight part of the video that engages the viewer into watching more of it. Pretty simple strategy, but it works wonders in practice. Also, don't be obnoxious with your video, like no stupid intros or asking for subs and likes right at the start. Oh, and no template intros. Seriously, no! Alright, did I make that clear now?
Yeah, dude, we get it. Building off your reference at a human attention span though, it's also a good note to keep a fast pace. People are more likely to watch the whole video if you keep a fast pace throughout it, even if they make it through the first 6 to 10 seconds. If you pause a lot to take breaths or have certain moments of silence, even if just for a few seconds, this will make the viewer extremely likely to click off. Keep your pace fast. Also, something you really should do within the first 6 to 10 seconds of the video is shed some kind of light upon whatever the thumbnail showed off. Whether it be a quick highlight from later in the video, a quick reference, or however you decide to do it. Just make sure the content showed off in the thumbnail is at least acknowledged, even if you aren't going to get into it yet.
Alright, so you got your bomb AF gameplay or recording, I don't know, whatever you recorded, that's your deal, not mine. Point is, you need to edit your video. Now would be a great time to invest into getting high-end video editing software in order to boost the production quality of your content. Many YouTubers would agree that Sony Vegas or Adobe Premiere are both great options for editing. I would recommend trying to experiment with different editing styles and trying cool tricks. Don't upload raw video files because chances are it needs to be trimmed at least. and it gives you the opportunity to add an intro or outro onto every video. Editing also allows you to make video adjustments to make it look better. Similar to the thumbnails, you can edit the saturation, lighting, and resolution. It is certainly worth taking the time to make those slight adjustments when it can make the difference between low activity versus a banger video. These are things that can help keep your viewer engaged for longer, but you definitely have to be entertaining as well. If you're into vlogging and getting good shots, well, you should follow the rule of thirds and make your image video as appealing as possible to look at. Next, audio quality. Imagine if your whole video sounded like this. Do you really think people would watch? Well, no, I would hope not. I wouldn't take that risk. Invest in a solid mic as soon as you can. It will last you years, and the amount of viewer retention will make it worth it. Most people like the Blue Snowball or the Blue Yeti, but there's plenty of options for your needs. And don't forget background noise. Try to keep your recording background audio quiet, and if you decide to add background music, don't make it loud. It's background music for a reason. Come on. You know what the viewers love? Attention. Even if you absolutely hate them, go ahead and make them feel special. Although I guess if you hate your fans, you probably got bigger problems to worry about. That's just me though. But make your viewer feel engaged with your video and channel. They should feel like they enjoyed watching your video and want to watch more. Not saying you have to do shoutout Sunday scam videos. But just give them reasons to stay engaged with your videos.
And speaking of staying engaged with your viewer, make sure to make use of YouTube's cards and end screen features, so your viewers can literally engage with your video. Cards can shout out links and messages, and end screens are just a fancy way of kinda doing the same thing but in a professional looking smexy manner. And again, about acknowledging the thumbnail and title of the video, make sure that by the end of the video, the viewer wasn't let down by what they was expecting out of what he/she just watched. Clickbait will get views, but it won't get you subs or support. It ultimately ends up ruining your viewers' trust in your content and kills your stats. If the viewer isn't let down, they'll be more likely to come back for more, especially since they know you deliver on what your content presents itself to have. But besides that, give your viewers a major reason to come back. If you make tutorials on many random unrelated things, a tutorial might be useful to someone, but if they see nothing else of your content is useful to them, they obviously won't be likely to return. Make sure they have reasons and things to come back for, because if people are going to come back, chances are they're going to become a sub. Now you have your viewers' attention and retention, right? They clicked on your channel and now they're about to choose whether they're going to subscribe or not. The appearance of your channel page means everything here. Even the most minor things can make you seem extremely unprofessional, but at the same time, a lot of minor things can also make you seem extremely professional. There's the obvious, having a good looking icon and banner. Make sure the icon and banner go together in terms of style. Think of it like clothes. You have to know what matches what, color and style wise. Also for the banner, make sure you get your dimensions right. Certain parts of your banner will only be visible on certain devices. So get a template and make sure everything is mapped out properly. And when designing the banner, make sure to use attractive colors and the elements are contrasted from each other, like the text for example. If you have a logo or avatar, make sure to put that there too. This is your branding, so all of that's important. Then there's the settings of your page that can also make a huge difference. If you make tons of videos, sometimes people will only want certain videos or series, but after uploading for a while, certain videos and series can get harder to find under all the videos that appear in your videos tab. So take advantage of playlists. Make playlists for series, certain types of videos, trailers, etc. People will be more likely to watch your older videos and stay up to date with your different series.
Next, we need to discuss channel page content. You know, like the stuff on your channel page, all this fancy stuff. So yeah, you gotta be professional there too, buddy. Cause let's say you're making a sandwich. It's gotta look like a good sandwich. You don't want your channel to be the SpongeBob nasty patty of YouTube channels. Ooh. Let's start by cleaning up some settings. You'll want to change your subscriptions and likes to be invisible to others. You'll never know who could be snooping around your channel and finding those questionable videos you've been watching. So just turn them off and forget about it all after that. Next, I'd recommend you make a channel trailer. Something that shows new viewers who you are. A lot of popular YouTubers have these, so you can use them for inspiration if you need to. But something you'll find is that a lot of them are short and fast paced. That's just not by coincidence though. That's how they target new viewers to subscribe to their channel, by interesting them in the videos they have to offer. If you decide to make one, keep it within 60 seconds if possible, and try to convince them why they should subscribe. Bonus points if you get them to hit that notification bell. Another thing too, be unique. If you blend in with all the other channels, your growth would be very limited. It's like handing somebody 20 identical sandwiches and only letting them pick one. Why would they pick yours above all others? They wouldn't. Maybe add some nice condiments or even throw new crazy flavor. Or maybe even just throw a whole bunch of bacon on that bad boy. Bacon. Sorry, off track again. The point I'm trying to make is, find something you love and do it in a way somebody else hasn't done before, which is way easier said than done in 2018 YouTube, but not impossible.
And while you're at it, why not make use of them branding features? It'll help keep your content nice and consistent, but also make your life a hell of a lot easier with the presets. You can add a watermark to the bottom of your videos, which will make it so people can't screen record your videos and steal them, and also make it so people can quickly click on it to subscribe. I'm not too good of an example when it comes to this, but try to keep it black and white, and have some kind of transparency so it looks smixier and more professional down there in that little corner. And in terms of presets, you can preset upload stuff, like your description, content type, and video settings, so you don't have to retype or redo those things every time you upload a new video. I have a description with some fill-ins, so I can just add in those minor things when uploading new content.
Alright, you've made it this far, kiddo. You want some real helpful stuff? Here's the secret that most YouTubers use. You know the tags feature? Most people overlook that when they start, but it's actually massively important in video performance. Adding good, relevant tags boosts your SEO score, or search engine optimization. I'll just call it SEO to keep it simple. This will help your videos show up in search results and help you get recommended on other channels. The description always plays a good role in that too, but I'll just stick to the tags for the sake of this segment. If you want a little helpful tool for making tags on videos, a lot of people would recommend vidIQ, as it offers nice features for YouTube. I'm not sponsored by them, although I kinda wish I was. Call me! Their service actually makes life easier making videos, and that's something I can appreciate, as it can be hard to compete nowadays. If you want to actually have a good chance at getting your channel out there, this is a must-have. Here's a little bonus segment for you because you made it this far. Collaboration. So I'm sure you already know this one, Mr. Smarty Pants, obviously. If you record with PewDiePie every day, then you're gonna become a bajillionaire, moneybags, famous YouTuber with a big mansion and all the swimming pools you'll ever need, complete with an unlimited buffet of food courtesy of your underpaid butlers and chefs. Wait, what? No, okay, that's pretty ridiculous and impractical, but collaboration isn't about collaborating with a super big channel. Believe it or not, that only hurts you more in the long run. More on that later. You want to find a channel similarly sized to you. Generally, if you know your community well, you'll be able to find someone's channel with somewhat close size to yours. Generally, just stick to how many digits there are in your sub count, and find people of that size. If you have a few hundred subs, you'll find someone who also has a few hundred subs. Try and talk to them, and they might be interested. Chances are they're probably some socially awkward teenager who makes videos in their room just like you. And if I just described you exactly, then yeah, get called out.
Boy, calm down, we're supposed to be helping them, not exposing them. But yeah, find channels similar to the size of yours within your community, and make videos and content with them. I'd recommend staying within your community when doing this though. Like for example, if you're running a gaming channel, don't run off and collab with a beauty channel or something. I mean, I guess you could. Within the context of this example, you could have them make a gaming video with you for your channel and collab with them to make a beauty video for their channel, and maybe subs that mutual interest could be gained, but it's better to just stick with people who share the same content type as yours in most cases. Obviously, this is mutually beneficial. They might gain subs from your video, and you might gain subs who came from their video. And since y'all are both doing it, it's like free advertising for both of y'all. Win-win. But try to stick to people within your size.
I cannot say this enough. No matter how much I see it again and again, do not, and I repeat, do not sub-leech. It is basically just as nasty as it sounds. Sub-leeching is basically gaining all of your subs from popularity of a large YouTuber or a group of YouTubers. During the moment, it will seem amazing as you'll gain subs at extreme rates. As soon as that collaboration stops, people will stop watching. Those subs didn't come for you, they came from Mr. Big YouTuber guy. I could go on and on about this all day, but just take my word for it. You'll be wiped into irrelevance faster than the blink of an eye.
And last, but most definitely not least, don't be Cameron. Yeah, just don't be Cameron. No, I'm just kidding. Cameron, he's a lot bigger than me, and probably, yeah, he does do a lot better than me, but whatever. Thank you for coming on, LegendaryP0tat0 or Cameron. I'm not sure what you prefer to be referred as here, but if you guys could, go check out Cameron's channel. He makes content going over mostly like Minecraft updates, stuff like that, and he also has a few series running. And if you're a modder, if you like Minecraft mods, stuff like that, he got that as well. I'll have a link to his channel in the description, but I'll also make sure to put him in the end screen. Psst, make use of that feature. And yeah, so hopefully some of these tips will be useful to you guys. As hard as it may seem, YouTube is not impossible, even with these strict guidelines that have been recently added. And even if they do make it a little more strict, it should still be easily achievable, so don't worry guys. You get out of it what you put into it, so don't give up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, it's been your boy Nobledez, and I'm out. Peace guys.